side and one.
What can you say? The Celtics played everyone. The Cavs played no one. It was a complete and utter domination by the Celtics in all assets of the game. A Boston three-party to be exact. What did they take? I think they took almost 65 shots from three. 45 shots from three. Felt like 60. I mean, I have no notes on this game. I got really, just going to go off of what I saw in this game because at this point, we're just waiting for the regular season to begin so we can see what this team is really made of. Because when you're not playing anyone on one side and, lineups are all over the place, it is hard to take really much away from it. But, yeah, what's up, everyone? Welcome into Your Celtics Source, where the Celtics just destroyed the Cleveland Cavaliers 138-107. A very unorthodox intro here, but that's just the way the night is going right now. For the Cavs, I mean, Mitchell didn't play, Garland didn't play, Allen didn't play, Mobley didn't play. I mean, I could list their whole top 12 guys that didn't play. As for the Celtics, I mean, the only guys that didn't play are Jordan Walsh, who's dealing with the abductor strain, and then Jayson Tatum, who, for some reason, doesn't say injured. It still says did not play, coach's decision, which, I mean, we'll see if they keep it like that for the rest of the season. But, with Jayson Tatum dunking and whatever, I'm not making any promises, but we could see him back sooner than expected. But as for this game, once again, I thought Chris Boucher played well in his limited role. He played a lot less tonight. I think Joe Mazzulla wanted to keep him, healthy and off his feet. Right, he only played 11 minutes, had 6 points, a couple rebounds, a steal, energy, of course. The big contribution in this game came from Anthony Simons, who had 21 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 of 9 from 3, so just some great shooting from him. Some step backs, some dribble, and then step to the left and shoot it over a defender. He was, vintage Anthony Simons, right? He was at, the elite offensive performance that you can expect from him throughout the season, right? And he was sloppy on the defensive end, but, the Celtics are going to need to, Joe Mazzulla in specifically, is going to need to make decisions on whether he wants the offense or the defense because, sometimes you can go, and try and go for the defensive strategy, but there are so many offensive liabilities when you try and do that I think, Joe Mazzulla more often than not is going to go with Anthony Simons, who can just score a bucket when you need it. And then you're going to try your best with him defensively. And I think it's getting better, but we still see it's much better on the ball for sure. He is staying in front of his guy and contesting shots well, but it's that, off the ball, that backdoor cuts that he is, falling asleep on. It seems like he is forgetting where his guy is when the ball's not in that guy's hand. So he'll continue to work on that. It's going to be, I think, a sloppy start to the season defensively for him. And so Joe Mazzulla might not play him much to start, or he might just, suck it up and deal with it, and then we'll see what happens. Other guys that played well in this game, I thought Josh Minott just looked, some of the dunks he had to end this game, and really throughout the game, were spectacular. Just some elite offensive, athleticism from him. He was just brilliant in that aspect of the game. A little, lackluster on the defensive end as well. But I just think, you're going to need guys that can just, be a spark plug on the offensive end specifically. So I thought he played well. Who else played well? Derrick White played well. 7 rebounds, 5 assists, only 16 points in 22 minutes. But he did a great job of getting other guys involved. Sam Hauser was elite, knocking down 2 of 4 shots, 15 points in 17 minutes. Really just a team performance here, which is why I'm going to keep this video short because, what else is there to talk about? Joe Mazzulla wasn't quite as aggressive on his substitution pattern. He, we saw, he played, he really did rotations, more like we're going to see in the regular season, I thought. We saw a potential starting lineup, right? Jaylen Brown, Pritchard, White, Hauser, and Boucher. I think that might be one of their starting lineups, especially if they decide to go small. And, they did a good job of spreading out the production, spreading out the workload for Brown, for White. But as I said at the top of the show, what can you take when you're playing, the bottom of the league defenders and, guys that, are probably going to be in the G League for the most part, right? And so, I'm going to keep it short there. I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will be back on Wednesday for sure with a post-game show after the Raptors come to town. And then, coming up this weekend, we're going to do our full, season preview. We're going to do a NBA teams draft on win predictions. But, follow on social media. And until next time, go Celtics.
Brown lets it fly. Bottom, a 3.
From behind, knocking it away. Tatum cashes in. But you got it back inside.